councilman to show up. Oh, not the only, pardon me. President Mint that showed up. Our only male black councilman to show up. The good brother, Councilman Michael Jackson.
Yes. And Councilman Cotton is away. Reno. Yeah. It's a birthday.
No, I'm good.
I'm loud.
First of all, let me say this: we got to commandeer our own activities.
Yes.
That's a disgrace. So let's not talk about those who claim to be with us when you're not with us all the time. So currently, as we speak, as we talk about the financial stability of our community and how Juneteenth represented that, and how we hear about the Black Wall Street and how many of our businesses were stolen, burned down, and destroyed. Currently, Grace Chapel's property was stolen from Grace Chapel, right on the bottom of North Main and Hilden Avenue. And if we are all not going to stand together and allow for these atrocities to keep happening, then raising this flag is just another symbol. If we're going to stand together, we got to stand together all the time. They commandeered the property. The council voted for that property to be a non-taxable parcel. There was a chicken shack there that was derelict to our community, and Grace Chapel did the responsible thing. They got rid of the lease for the chicken shack. We tore it down. We brought plans forward to build a community center, recreation center there. And this current administration, with the assistance of many of the council members, have allowed this property to be stolen. Now we're filing a lawsuit, and I need everybody here to understand, if you stand on the sidelines for these kinds of issues,
That's right.
when it happens to you, don't come crying for the assistance.
Talk about it.
We can't do that. Not one of you here have ever heard me cry or say anything about the illegal activity they've done to my business. For 22 years, I've been here serving all of you, serving my community. And I've done it with grace, with dignity. I've done it at a certain level that I think that we all could be proud of. And yet this administration has chosen to target my business and illegally keep me closed. So on a day like today, when we're raising these kinds of flags, when we're raising this flag for these reasons, I think that we need to be reminded of that. If we're not going to stand together in solidarity for all of our community when we're being mistreated, it's going to continue to happen. It's going to continue to get worse. So say to those elected people, where do you stand on the issues when it comes to the black community? Don't just come to our events. We've been saying this for too long. Come to our barbecues and grab the barbecue chicken off the grill. Where do you stand? Where do you stand when it comes to the issues? So, as my brother Rodney said, and I wanted to make sure that the embrace is clear. There was nothing but love in our community, and we need to now come together and put our efforts together. And if we're not going to do that, there will not be anything for our children here to remember. We're already being pushed to the side slowly. We see the writing on the wall, and right now is the time for us all to make sure there's no foreign hands on this rope when this flag is raised. Our hands are there collectively, and we stand in unison. I appreciate all my people, my good people. Nothing but peace and love. Thank you.
Much appreciated, Councilman Mike Jackson. So with that being said, because I am a believer that all people originated in Africa, and we are all one body of people from one spiritual beings of another. I am going to ask the council president, Alex Mendez, to come and say a few words because we are a people of the diaspora.
Yes.
It was just a boat trip away from being another black man. Right? So with that being said,
One drop off.
Thank you. Good afternoon. For me, it's a great privilege to be here with all of you. And this is a very special occasion, and it's important that we teach our kids about the history, Black history, the modern, civilization started in Africa.
That's right.
In the 1800s, over 5,000 families from Louisiana. I want you to Google this. In the 1800s, over 5,000 families from Louisiana they settled in a section of the Dominican Republic. It's called Samana. And Samana English is the first language. in Samana in Dominican Republic. That's the reason why you see those big black baseball player like David Ortiz. You see those. That's Africa in the Caribbean. That's the difference. So, and I want you to just learn about that. It's a beautiful history. That's the reason why you see a lot of Smith Johnson in Dominican Republic. We all one. We all brothers and sisters. And I would love to have a conversation about how can we teach our children the history, the truth history. It's our responsibility. Let's talk to our children. Let's use this celebration to teach our kids about Black history. That now that we don't talk about that in the school system, let's do it in the house. Let's do it. It's our responsibility. And I think that we have to talk about what's going to happen with our future generation. I believe that we got to work hard to teach our children how to invest in property, how to be successful. There's a lot of work to be done, but I truly believe that the best way to empower the community is how to teach our children finance, investing in property. That way they can become homeowner in the city of Paterson. That way they can become owners of different property in the city, and that way we can move this community forward. We all together in this, and I'm here and for this community. God bless you all. Thank you.
And Council President said a very key thing is future. And there is no future without first knowing about those shoulders you stepped on in order to get to where we are. So I'm going to ask one of our elders to step forward and say a few words about the history of Black people in Paterson, because we all know the Martin Luther King stories, know the Malcolm X's, but guess what? Paterson has its own individual history. And that's one of the reasons why Paterson Juneteenth created the Paterson Juneteenth, the board game, which it encompasses Black Paterson history from the years 1860 to current. It plays like Monopoly, but better. It incorporates job training. It incorporates community center. It incorporates affordable housing and healthcare. And the beauty about that is those features on the board is connected to our website, to which we update actual federal programs that comes down the pipeline.
What's the website?
And as that comes down the pipeline, we'll be updating the game. So with that being said, if the elder, Miss Wahida Muhammad, will step forward and say a few words.
All right.
God be the glory.
Yes.
And I ask Rodney not to do that, not to bring me before you. Because as he said, I don't take tea for the fever. This is real. And if we don't see the handwriting on the wall in this city, we are blind totally. And it has nothing to do with your eyesight. Because evidently we don't see when we can sit here or stand here and look at a beautiful building that our councilman has in this city. And we allow them to continue to let us being able to enjoy what we know is there for us.
Mm-hmm.
But what do we say? Nothing. I can't. I cannot just stand here and say all is well, because it's not. That's not where I come from. And being a person that has been here for, God has blessed me to be here for 75 years, I am not here to play games. There's no more games to be played, people. You have to get real. Our babies depend on us. And what are we going to leave for them? Ask yourself that. What are you doing? Has nothing to do with me. Because see, God is going to ask me what I did. But he's also going to ask you what you did. And you need to ask yourself that right here and right now. No matter what your age is. Because I know that none of us can do everything. Every one of us can do something. Every one of us can do something. And if you can only sit and talk on the porch, then you should shut up talking.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. I'm tired of it. That's right. Don't meet me in the grocery store saying, Sister Wahida, you see what happened? Did you see what happened?
Exactly right.
Don't